please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. So the BBC, bless their little hearts, they put together a Ministry of Truth called Verify. And, oh God, what will it take anybody to think outside of their bubble? Because, boy, no one's willing to do that. Man, I've been having these, like, and I really didn't want to get sucked in. I've been having these two, like, lengthy discussions about why I don't feel it's the best thing for society to introduce children to extreme adult sexuality, which is what I feel is going on in the LGBTQIA plus world from the videos I've seen of drag shows and just this, teachers all the time say, look, kids know how to get hold of this stuff anyway. They'll, of course, they're looking. So I would like to ask one of these teachers, if a kid saw a minstrel show online, right, and they liked it and they wanted to black up and do a minstrel, I'm assuming that they're white, right? Wanted to black up and do a minstrel show, or even if they're black, they wanted to do the white circles. Would you help them, Mr. Teacher? Would you help them? No, you wouldn't help them because you think that's morally wrong, right? I don't like these people who predominantly don't have children making decisions about for the welfare of children because they really have no freaking clue what they're talking about. Anyway, the point is they're stuck in this bubble. So I'm caught in these like two incredibly lengthy, which I really shouldn't have been. Well, one I really shouldn't have been. It was on Twitter and it was stupid, right? This guy I should have just said come on my channel and talk about it. But both of them are in like deep. They're in Egypt. They're deep in denial, mate. Right? Well, I show clip upon clip upon clip upon clip upon clip upon clip of really creepy, weird, highly sexualized drag shows with children. Like clip after clip, and each time I say, "Oh no, you're just cherry picking them." One does the trick. Like anything you say, they blow up, and then when you don't agree with things, this other guy who I felt bad for is having this meltdown, like this complete and total meltdown, because he told me that no, cis doesn't mean comes through in the skin. It really comes back from ancient Greece. Blah blah. Okay, fine. But and so the point I was trying to make to him was this, which he again meltdown beyond meltdown. I'm telling you, 15-minute voicemail he sent me. I'm about 6 minutes through it so far. It's not easy. But there's two amount because I suggested, well, I remember, and I did a little bit of research, that it seems to be around 2018, 2019 that cis being connected with comfortable in your skin started to vanish from the interwebs, right? Started to be scrubbed from the internet. And I wasn't denying that there was this ancient Greek one. I'm just saying, in my lived experience, nobody touched that at all, right? Until it became utterly ridiculous to call somebody cis, because that's a good thing, not a bad thing. Being comfortable in one's skin is a good thing, right? But like again, this guy is like 15-minute tirade saying, "You just ignored me." No, I didn't ignore you. It's just I don't think you're right? I mean, yeah, I do think that's the thing. They grab one fact and they myopically look at that one fact while ignoring everything else. Like they're all convinced, right, that Nazis were a right-wing organization. They're socialist. They were incredibly left-wing, right? But no, because they've been drummed into them for all their life. They're right-wing racist, right-wing racist, right-wing racist, right-wing racist. Dude, left-wing are racist too. I don't know why you think the left-wing wouldn't be racist. Like in the 30s, the fascists and the socialists were like this far apart from each other. They basically agreed on everything. Again, but there's just this deep ignorance and this. I think people are programmed against having their beliefs attacked. Right? They freak out. They absolutely freak out. So anyway, the BBC have this Ministry of Truth run by people who are not really into truth. I mean, I would guarantee that all of them absolutely believed that the 2016 Trump election had something to do with Russian collusion, right? I think they all totally believed it. Now, we know that the insane conspiracy theory that the FBI fabricating the evidence, which was an insane conspiracy theory, is no longer a insane conspiracy theory. It'll happen, right? The Dye report. We all know it happened, but rather we don't, because honestly, that's where we are now with disinformation. That truth can come out and it doesn't make a dent, right? Because it won't be reported on the mainstream news. And then if you say, oh, you mainstream media, they go, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. No, I don't think January 6th was a conspiracy. You know, I mean, other than by the FBI to fabricate it and use it as a Reichstag fire. Again, but there's just this intense insanity. I don't know. Look, I should just say, if you want to come to my channel, you're more than welcome, right? You're absolutely more than welcome to talk out. But I don't know, getting in these lengthy things off the down. What's it doing for me? What good is it doing for me? Anyway, so the BBC came up with this piece of shit verify thing, basically a smiling face on totalitarianism, and I don't think it's going to go down very well, quite frankly. I think the people who believe every piece of bollocks that they're told, like, oh yes, inflation is transitory. Oh yes, let me get my Ukraine flag. Oh yeah, I mean whatever they're told, they will do. Which is like, I don't know. I wish I had that sort of control over it. Oh, like, share, subscribe. If I could get you to do that, I probably would. Like, share, subscribe. That would be fan-frickin-tastic. Thank you very much. This comes from a live stream I did, I think it was Saturday night, a few days ago. I can't remember. But anyway, I would watch the video about the BBC Verify, and I went, well, that's Orwellian. And that's how it went down, and I took the piss out of it. That's basically what this video is about. Fine! Like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things are fan-frickin-tastic. You want to be super nice? Subscribe me on Rumble. That's where I want to build my channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Now let me hand it to me from a few nights ago.
BBC Verify, like you said, we are a team of investigative journalists.
No, you're not. You're political hand, but you can suck my dick. You look very hot.
Here at the BBC, we are also a new brand. And
also, it'll stop you talking, which I think would be good, right? I think, listen, it's called a win-win, right? Win-win.
We are a physical location.
I'll be physical with you, baby.
Above the newsroom in London. And
wherever you want. Okay, no problem.
The point of the team, as you said, is to verify video, to fact-check, to...
I'll give you a fact-check that you're sucking my dick.
Counter disinformation, and to analyse really...
Wait. What do you call disinformation? I mean, like, are you saying that when people said that maybe, you know, universally giving this COVID shot to everybody is anything other than the greatest idea ever, and we should just all obey the government? I don't think that was misinformation. But they said, look, you're confused. I can see. See, this is why you need to be sucking my dick. You wouldn't be worried about this stuff.
Complex stories, so we can get to...
Oh, complex. You're going to help us because you went to school and you're a clever clogs, aren't you, Mariana Spring?
The truth of what's going on. Why does this matter? Well,
what's going on? You're called the Ministry of fucking Truth is what's going on.
Mistruths can cause really serious harm to...
Oh, yeah, I know. You're from the BB fucking C. Mistruth. You strategically apply mistruths to wherever you like.
Society and to the people in them. And so we want to show you our workings and really help you understand how we get...
How we are trying to con you this time. We just want you to understand how Donald Trump is bad, okay? We want you to just understand that we know everything was better. What we don't know, okay? But everything was better when he was around, right? Everything was better. We had world peace and lots of money, right? The only thing we didn't have was all this screaming from people like Miss Verify here, right? But like that, I know you want to tell me how you're right, but you're not, darling. You're not, right? You were wrong. Were you wrong about Donald Trump over and over again? So yes or no question, right? Are you in any way surprised that the FBI fabricated the Russian collusion narrative? Does that shock you in any way? Because not me. I was like, well, that obviously happened, right? So I don't know. I think you sucking my dick might be better for everybody concerned, right?
To the bottom of what's happening.
Oh, you want to get to the bottom, baby? Listen. I don't know. I can be a bit cosmopolitan, though.
And I'm going to give you a bit of a flavour of...
Oh, but not as much of a flavour I'm going to give you, darling.
The kind of work that the team are doing.
Oh, yes. Lather up.
So we're able to look at maps to geo...
Who's a good girl? Who can look at a map? Oh, who can look at maps? Yes. Oh, you can look at maps.
locate specific situations, stuff that's going on. This is just a map of central London where we are now, and this is New Broadcasting House where I'm speaking to you from.
I'll put a circle around it, okay? Because we found it on the map. Fuck me. Weather girls know more what's going on than you, darling.
And it's not so important perhaps for the centre of London, but it is when
we understand. We understand. Yeah, it's not very important at all.
Analysing war zones or what's happening in hard to reach places. And there's a story.
Oh, listen, let me guess. If you're analysing it in Israel or thereabouts, it's the Jews' fault, right? That's what. Let me guess. Your analysis is going to come out with that, isn't it?
Story on the BBC website today. It's looking at Russian fortifications on the front lines in Ukraine, and you can read more about it there. And
yeah, Russia's going to win that war, right?
There are other ways that we.
You told me Russia's going to lose over and over again.
Also are able to interrogate what's going on, including.
Oh, you interrogate it
on social media. I have some undercover accounts.
Okay, so you're saying you have sock puppet accounts. Okay, very good. So I can infiltrate the social medias of others. I just think it'd be better if you suck my dick.
Cover accounts, and these are the characters that the accounts belong to be able to really understand polarization online.
No. There's no way you understand people who voted for Trump. You assume they all hate gay and black people, right? That's the only thing that goes through your head.
And how what's happening on our social media feeds and what we're being recommended and pushed to.
I mean, you know, you've been duped, right, over and over again, darling, right, by this mainstream corporate news media, like completely and totally duped over and over again, of which you're part of, right? I mean, you understand. We all know everything you said has been bullshit. This war in Ukraine didn't need to happen. It could have ended before it started. It could have ended many times over. But you cunts wanted it to keep it going. Because, I don't know, I guess it's a money laundering thing. I don't know. I don't know how somebody's making money of it. I don't know who fucked children on Epstein's pedophile island. I just know there are people that I will probably know their names.
Can affect all of us, and they don't offer us a totally exhaustive insight into what's going on, but they can help us understand just how social media works. And then there's also investigating other mistruths and the real world harm they can cause.
What with twos?
At the moment, I'm investigating the UK's conspiracy theory movement. I'm trying to
Oh God. Okay. Excuse me. Firstly, you got far right figures. Who's a far right figure? Tim Pool? You're so full of shit. That's the thing. I mean, like, what? Okay, what conspiracy hasn't been proved true as yet? I mean, like, there's so many. That's ridiculous. Yeah, again, there was an active coup against the president of the United States for 3 years or more from the security and intelligence services. How am I supposed to trust anything at this point?
Understand more about how it's evolved and intensified since the pandemic here in the UK. I'm looking at the alternative media that finds itself at the heart of this movement and a conspiracy theory newspaper.
Alternative media? Oh no, you mean like people who don't spew bollocks? Oh my God, I mean, they might spew bollocks, but it's like, it's not corporate bollocks or a different corporate bollocks.
That's a part of that as well. I'm looking at the way that alternative media is funded. I'm looking at its impact on local communities. I'm looking at its connections with far-right figures, and also...
Why are you looking at their connection with far-left figures? Wait a minute. Why aren't you looking at their connection with Antifa? Why aren't you... Wait a minute. Why aren't you looking at their connection with black... Because you're full of shit!
So it's Foreign Links. That's for a podcast series that will be coming out in June. It's called...
Thank God no one's going to be listening to it. Darling, listen, I hate to be crass, but I've got to go back to my initial statement. I think you should suck my dick. Really? Genuinely? I mean, look, you got a diagram there of a good sucking motion. Do you know how to do it now? You made yourself a little charty chart. Right, so off you go.
Called Mariana in Conspiracyland, and it will be available on BBC Sounds Radio.
Bye. You look hotter when they airbrush you a little bit, but I'll take you like that, darling.
For asking that question, could January the 6th or a German coup attempt like we saw there ever happen here in the UK?
January 6th. So what happened on January 6th? Yeah, I would love to know what happened on January 6th. Wouldn't you love to know what happened on January 6th? Seems to be the FBI staged a fake insurrection and used that as a pretext to 1 second. Okay. Okay. I just got a note from my neighbor with 2 voicemails saying I'm not a badger. So okay, I'm gonna put something on so I can listen to this message. Because what? Not a badger. What do we have I can put on for a couple of minutes? Less than that. No. Maybe. Oh no, it's a bit too long. Oh, come on. Everything's too long. She cried. Said nobody to me ever.
Rabbi, you're a very naughty boy.
That is true. Okay, 1 second. So, here. I'll go with this thing. This should cover it.
Brings a new world of entertainment to BBC One. At 5:20, a new Doctor Who.
At the moment, suffice it to say that this is Perry and I am known as the Doctor.
And an old adversary. At 6:05, Jim will fix it and more dreams come true. Rounding off Saturday night's entertainment on...
There's a badger under the house.
Okay, I found out what's going on. That was really weird, by the way. 1 second. Wait. I got to respond. Okay, no problem. I'm actually on a live stream right now. All right, as I speak, I'm talking via the interwebs across the entire world. Actually, I haven't said hello to everybody yet. I've been waffling too long. Go ahead, help yourself. Good luck in the search of the kittens. I thought they were cats having sex. That's what they sounded like to me, right? They sounded like they were having, I have to say, quite fantastic sex. Now you tell me their baby's crying. It's so much less sexy. It really is. Anyway, do help yourself. And please, if you go to my stream, I'll give you a link. This is 42 minutes in. You will see me saying hello to you. Okay, actually, I started about 40 minutes in. Hey, very good. Good hunting, sir. Okay, my neighbor is prowling under my house, but he's not a badger. Because apparently there are kittens, right, that have been crying. I thought, as you heard me say, I thought they were cats having incredible sex. Speaking of which, darling, Mariana, in Conspiracy Land, how about this? Why don't you come and interact with the rabbi, right, to see how right-wing conspiracies work? You better stop.
So there's a real range of journalism BBC Verify will be doing. And
there's going to be zero journalism.
You'll be able to see it online, on iPlayer, across BBC News.
Yeah, no one's going to look at it.
On your televisions and radio, so do look out for it.
Goodbye. No, Ministry of fucking Truth. Really? Will you stop? Oh, my name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.